everybody, it's a rideshare reseller. Another great day. Can't make this stuff up sometimes, huh? I cannot believe that it's just over 4 months since I've started to join the reselling community, and I can't believe the things that I have found over the 4 months and some of the repeat things. And today is one of those repeat items. It's an amazing seller. It's a big seller, and I happen to stumble upon that. That'll be at the end of the video. One item is rather large. It'll have a photo of what I got. That came from my same little thrifting hole that I kind of keep to myself. I think maybe all of us have one or two little places that we generally keep to ourselves. This one I do. They're good people. They've helped me. I help them. And if people find it, they can find it. That's not a problem. But I just prefer not to let it be known. Anyhow, let's get started with what I found, all right? I'm going to start off with something pretty simple here. I did find 3 of these. They are QWERTY keyboards for the Xbox 360 controllers. I paid $3.99 for 3 of them. They're not a big seller. I mean, as far as price goes, they'll probably bring me $25. So maybe about a $17 net profit in that range. But something simple, something easy. I like smalls that do sell. I don't always go after the big home run, but I like I said, I look for them. That's me. I look for them. All right. I have told you I'm in California. Bicycle seats. This crazy little bicycle seat was in Savers, and it was just kind of sitting on an end cap, and I picked it up. I thought, ooh, gotta be potentially good. And anyhow, it's a Fitzky. It's kind of hard to see maybe. And they had marked it $1.99, and the tag said pet and other. It's like they didn't even know what it is. So this is what happens with the thrift stores, guys. They don't know what this is. Somebody looks at it and goes, well, it's a bicycle seat. That's what I think. But some other people, they have no idea, so they don't even look it up. They just go, oh, $1.99. This will garner me between $50 and $60. Every one of these little bike seats like this will pick you up 50 to 60 bucks. Some of them, if you find the rare ones, and those will go for up to $200. So again, quick flip, perfect condition. If you can look at it, it's just really, really nice condition. Another great find. Keep your eye out for bike seats. All right, this one goes back. Here we go. This one goes back to my days of 35mm photography. Everybody knows about, I had the video on the 35mm point and shoots. Some of those can go up to 500 bucks. So keep your eye out for those. Old photography equipment in good condition. This is basically a 35mm film tank. There are 2 reels in here, and this is what you use to develop film. Okay, I paid a whopping $1.99. Kind of hard to see, but $1.99. Another, no-brainer. I mean, it's like I'm just pushing the shopping cart down, and I reach, boom, in my cart. I don't even have to hesitate. I know that it's 35mm. It's in my cart, and it's sitting there. So this is a $30 bill right here. Simple, 30 bucks. Easy money on that particular item. So always look out for 35mm stuff. Timers, trays. If you can find the tanks, the stainless steel tanks, those kind of things. The 4x5 stainless steel racks. All of that stuff. Big money. Big money. Okay. Let's go into another find. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know what these were, but I had an idea. So there you go. There are a set of 8. And I don't know if you can see the keyword because it's on the back of this. On the back of this piece of wood is Japan. These are specialty shish kebab skewers, okay? And believe it or not, I paid $2.70. Again, this was out of Salvation Army. They probably do not know really what they are. Not easy to look up. 2 things. You got to spell shish kebab or kebab. So you got to get that in the search engine. And then you just got to know if it's in there. These will go for about $60 to $70. So $270 into $60. A great little find. All right. From my little store that I always go to, and they help me out. These are Carrera speed skates. They're not just your average speed skates, not just your average roller skates. They're speed skates. These guys, I paid $10 for them. They're in really perfect condition, and the way you can tell is look at the stops. Generally, the stops are pretty clean. They're not all worn out. You can just tell. These will get me about $70 to $90, depending on where I'm at, that kind of thing. So 70 to 90 on these. Very good pickup. All right, let's go to my first buy of the day. It was pretty slow early on. My first two Goodwills was 0. So I had to keep forging ahead. I did my ride sharing in the morning, and it's been a little slow because it's summertime with the ride sharing. So I will go about 4 hours straight before I feel like they're ready to open. Meaning they open at 9, but I have gone in at 9 and I've had no luck. I want them to, like I said, get set up, push some bins out, that kind of thing. So my target is 10:30 to 11. So I get a good 4 hours of ride share, solid ride share, where I can just concentrate on the day, enjoy the beautiful morning I have in California, roll the window down, take my passengers, talk to my passengers. I really enjoy that. So that's really key for me. And then after that, I decide how the day is going to go. So depending on where I'm at, I'll hit that one Goodwill. Then I might turn back on Uber and Lyft and let them cruise me around for another half hour and see if they can drag me to another area of Goodwills. And it works out almost all the time. So that's kind of how I roll with that. So my first, I think it was my first 3 Goodwills, this is the only item I got. A set of Mary Jane Crocs. And I paid $5.50 for them. Tags off, I already photographed them. But $5.50, and I'm thinking this might be my day. You know, I'm like, wow, 3 Goodwills, zip. So you just got to keep going, right? So I have a lot more in my area, so it's not a problem to get to them, but am I going to find the items? And I did. I ended up, getting a lot of good items. So up next was from the same place where I got the shish kebabs. I got these shoes, very unique shoes. Paid $14. These shoes are brand new. You can see that there's these little tags on the bottom. I didn't know what they were, but they're called, oh my eyes, Vivo Barefoot. Vivo Barefoot. There you go. Take a look at these, okay? These shoes have, look how thin they are. See how thin they are? The tag says they are puncture resistant soles. So right there I kind of knew I was onto something. They're so light. I mean, these are probably shipped first class. That's how light they are. And they'll sell for probably around $100 to $130. So these are sweet. 14 into $130. That's what I'm talking about. I only buy stuff like this when it comes to clothing. I really, really, really do not want just clothing. You can see I have very little clothing, but it's all pretty quality stuff that should sell and does sell for me. Okay, so that's my idea on clothing. All right, let's get down here. Sorry guys, gotta dip down. From another Goodwill, I picked up my favorite stuff. Remember, I talk about Yakima all the time. Yakima. So this is part of something that was bundled by the Goodwill for $9. Okay. Again, I think another mispriced type item, or an item that somebody's not familiar with. It doesn't have great comps, meaning it's not going to sell for a ton of money, the next 3 pieces, but combined, I'm going to make over $100. So it's a no-brainer. So Yakima, this one here is a Hitch Lock. This is new. This will sell for $20. The Hitch Lock, you'll see the Hitch Lock will get me $27, I believe, right there. That will more than pay for the next item that you'll see. So keep your eye out. Yakima, always. I'm in Bike City, USA, so there's a lot of bikes here. A lot of this keeps popping up. All right. Now, this next item, same thing. Yakima. Okay. One brand new one, two used ones. All of this was wrapped and bundled for $9. Okay, including the hitch lock. So these guys are for bikes. They're for the bike rack. They're for women's bikes, basically. Women's bike don't have that bar. So this goes on the women's bike this way, and now they can set it on the bike rack and strap it down. So that's what these are. So these sell for a pair. I'll probably get a pair about $40, $45. An individual one, the new one, which I'll sell by itself, probably get $30. So $75 plus $27, $100 for everything that I paid $10 for. So this is another good little item. People just don't look for this stuff, but you know, we do, right? So we keep looking for this stuff. All right, a photo is going to pop up now of the next item. I've got two more items I'm going to go over with you guys, but the other one, the photo will show up. It's a china set, and this was, again, at my little thrift store. I always walk in every single day. I go in, and they were basically, they say, hey Mike, we got something up front you might be interested in. They're going to put it on the floor. They're not just going to let me have it. It sits on the floor. So there are opportunities for other people to buy these items. I don't have any preferential treatment there. Occasionally they'll tell me that they have something, and then I can come look at it, but no preferential treatment, and I prefer it that way. So anyhow, what it was what you saw, the china set. I paid $20 for that china set. It is a 90-piece china set. It has one broken dish, one missing teacup, one missing teacup saucer, and a chip on one of the plates. So 90 pieces, of which 2 are missing and a couple have an issue. So, but $20. It is a Haviland out of Bavaria, Germany. I'll be honest, anywhere from $200 to $400. I have no idea. I might let this run for a little bit. The biggest issue is, how do you ship this? So this is probably going to be a place. I have a place in my town that is a great source for all kinds of boxes, but they also pack. So I'm probably going to have them professionally pack the 90-piece set if I ship it out. I noticed that on a lot of these china sets, people are not afraid to pay the shipping. I've seen $100, I've seen $150. So I'm going to get a little bit of an estimate on the shipping cost that it will cost me to have it wrapped and everything in the box. I'll pay for that, and then I'll ship it via the eBay shipping process. So, you know, you just happen to stumble into it. Well, here's the story about the next item. Okay, now remember, I've only been doing this 4 months. And I don't know what the odds are of finding 2 of these, but I already found one, and I sold it within like 2-3 hours. And the story goes, I'm looking at the china, and there's another guy in there, and he happens to say something about an item, and it caught my ear. Remember what I said earlier in some other videos? You've got to have your eyes open and your ears open. You know, aisle over, somebody might be talking about something. Aisle on the other side, same kind of thing. You're trying to figure out maybe what's going on. You're listening around you. So I heard this guy say, hey, we're all going to need one of those someday. And I thought, that's weird. So I turned and I saw the item. And I knew what the item was right away. Okay? So then my radar was like, oh, please do not buy this item. Please do not offer or anything. He was just making a joke about it, and he was not a reseller, so he wasn't interested. So let me get the item. Okay. Here it is. It's in this little bag. I don't know if I don't think I ever did a video on the other one. This is a AirSense 10 CPAP machine. The way you present them on eBay is a humidifier type situation, because I think CPAP kind of gets you kicked out. All right. So anyhow, if you take a look, you can see the tag. Tag's still on it. $15.99. So what happened was they bundled with me I didn't ask. I don't, hey, I'm willing to pay anything, but they are, you know, they said, hey, Mike, take the China and that for 30 bucks. So $30, I got the China and I got the CPAP. There it is. I've had 2 of these. The last one I paid $19 at Goodwill. The last one sold for $449. So I looked at the comps now, and they're getting, for some reason, they're now $500. So this, my other one was more complete. It had the instructions and had a SD card. Doesn't have that. This doesn't have that. So anyhow, it has all the, it tells you the hours. 838 hours were this machine was used for. That's like 100 days, let's say, right? Not many. So I'm gonna put this up. I guarantee it'll sell within 1 day. Might even sell within 2 hours. So that's luck, hustle, whatever you want to call it. It's the fact that you're out there and you're doing something, right? You get out and you move and you create your own luck. That's key. So if you're on the fence about, you know, doing eBay, or you're just not having great sales, then you just, I hate to say it, but you gotta hustle a little harder. You gotta keep moving, right? If I would have stopped after 3 stores and said, oh, today's a bust, you know, I wouldn't have got down into all this other stuff that I found. I mean, again, like I told you, I like home runs, right? And I get home runs because I feel like I hustle it out and I really, really work it. And I'm in a very lucrative area, like I have said over and over, Silicon Valley. I mean, the average household income sometimes around here, this is no kidding, it's $200,000 a year, maybe more in some cases. So a lot of this stuff, it just gets thrown away. It's like, it's no different than if you're a $50,000 household income. A lot of times we have stuff and you throw that away, or you know, whatever it is, right? Whatever your income level is. So it's no different for people who make a lot of money. They just sometimes throw away some pretty darn good stuff, right? Or, you know, give it away. Why would someone not resell this? They're in high demand. But anyhow, you know, lucky me, right? 2 of them, 4 months doing this. That's it. That's it. Pure luck, you know. But I created my own luck there. I went out and I did it. So anyhow, guys, I'm trying to do videos a little different. Hopefully, I'll get even better down the road. Different ideas. Like I said, you can see I'm pretty tight for space. If you saw what I was looking out back this way, it's even crazier. But I do have 2 big shelves back here that are empty and waiting for some of these. So thanks for watching, guys. Hey, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, it helps me, just keeps me encouraged. So anyhow, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm here to help you guys. Thanks again, Rideshare Reseller. See you on the road.